Hey guys, and welcome to another Titan Tries. This time we're going to be taking a look at a game that was recommended to me by my friend Reva of Dual Sandwiches, and that is Mizzurna Falls, I believe the game is called. This is a PlayStation 1 open world adventure game, which has been quite often compared to Shenmue. I've sort of heard about it, but for the longest time, it was one of those obscure Japanese releases. But apparently, there is now a fan translation patch for the game. From what I can understand, it's heavily based on the series Twin Peaks. I've never watched Twin Peaks because I don't watch anything. So it's full of references for that. It got quite a lot of notoriety back in the day for being one of the earliest examples of an open world 3D game, especially on the PlayStation, which there really wasn't many, especially not as open as this game, apparently. It has a real-time clock. We have to go on adventures, and I believe the story is we're looking for our missing partner. Apart from that, I don't really know too much about it, but I do have some blurb here. So, Mizzurna Falls holds a unique place in gaming history as one of the earliest examples of an open-world adventure game on the PlayStation. Released in 1998, it predates Grand Theft Auto 3 and other titles that later defined the genre. The game features a real-time clock, NPCs with their own schedules, interesting, a fully explorable town, making it a pioneering attempt at immersive storytelling. Its Twin Peaks-inspired mystery and atmosphere settings have earned it a cult following despite never officially being released outside of Japan. A fan translation was completed in 2001, allowing English-speaking players to experience its ambitious design. While it remains an obscure title, Mizzurna Falls is often cited as an early influence on modern open-world games and narrative-driven mysteries. And we have the general consensus of the game. So, the fan community has a mix of admiration and frustration towards the game. Many players appreciate its ambitious open-world design, Twin Peaks-inspired mysteries, and immersive atmospheres, but they also acknowledge its technical issues, including frequent crashes, obscure progression mechanics. Some fans compare it to Shenmue and Majora's Mask, noting that multiple playthroughs are often necessary to fully experience the story. Others highlight the strict time limits and game-breaking bugs. I've heard this game is very dodgy and can be frustrating to play through, recommending that new players use an emulator and a guide to navigate its challenges. Despite its flaws, Mizzurna Falls remains a cult classic with dedicated fans discussing its historical significance and unique gameplay elements. The game's fan translation has helped introduce it to a wider audience, although troubled localization history has also sparked controversy. So, from what I can understand, a load of people got together over the tribulations and troubles that we had earlier in 2020 to 2021, and they made this, which is good because it made it way more playable for everybody who is even a little bit interested. Now, this game is quite easy to get hold of as well. You can download it from archive.org. And actually, instead of just downloading a ROM that you can throw on an emulator, this comes packaged up in a simple file that you can download, extract, and it's got its own executable and everything. They've literally just bundled it all up, so it is download, extract, play. Apparently. I haven't tried it yet, so we're going to discover that together. This was also made by I forget the company's name that made this game, but they made the Clock Tower games, I believe, which, that's interesting. That kind of gives me some kind of indication of why this game might be considered very janky and iffy. However, Human Head Games, that's the company that made this. However, it's quite a pivot from those early Clock Tower games. Yeah, so point and click 3D games. Well, the first one was good. We don't talk about Ghost Head. I say the first one, and technically the first two were good. We don't talk about Ghost Head because that was terrible. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out and seeing what it's like. Anyway, guys, I'll be back when the game's loaded and ready. Okay, so apparently loading it up, we get a manual, which is interesting. Let's click on the English manual. Let's just have a little look. See what comes up. Okay. We're having trouble opening this PDF. Okay. That's fine. Is it going to work? I mean, if Word doesn't work, let's try that again. Alright, you know what? Sod the manual then. We could probably open it another way. Let's have a look. So we are using the Elite. You can use this with arrow keys, obviously, which is good. We can... So, X is run, accelerate, cancel. Square is left icon. Or right icon, exit car. Okay, this is going to be a little bit interesting. Left icon and right icon. I wonder what that's about. So we can rotate 90 degrees. Sure. Okay. Alright then. Well, let's go. So we've got a list of cores that we can use here. We're just going to go grab the first core and see what happens. I think it said something about Bluetooth device not being configured properly. And the game is not being picked up by OBS. Okay, after loads of fiddling around and trying to work out why OBS wasn't capturing the footage, I think we got there in the end. Human Head Entertainment. That is something that I haven't seen for a long time. Two tragedies shatter a peaceful Christmas. Okay.
At 6:13 a.m. in a forest just outside Mizzurna Falls, a small town at the base of the Rocky Mountains, a teenage girl was found unconscious and soaked in blood.
I like the music.
The girl, Kathy Flannery, 16, had wounds all over her body that appeared to have been inflicted by animal claws. Police believe she was attacked by a bear. Only an hour later, at 7 a.m., Emma Rowland, 18, a classmate of Kathy's, was discovered missing by her mother, who alerted the authorities. Local police suspect the two events are connected. With a population of less than 2,000 people, the close-knit community of Mizzurna Falls is all too familiar with the two young lives that now hang in the balance.
Two girls. Two mysterious circumstances. Okay, press start. Let's go. So, not many options here. So, we're just going to go new game. So, the setup is one girl has been horribly mauled by a bear. Press X to doubt. And another young woman has gone missing. Okay. Fairly standard sort of stuff. Human presents. Oh, I like that. I do like the music. It's interesting. It's creepy. I'm getting Shenmue vibes as well, for some reason. Maybe it's the music connected to the sweeping scenes of the area that we're going to be exploring. Of course, here we have very pixelated PlayStation 1 style FMVs, whereas with Shenmue we had all those real-time visuals that look stunning for the time. This music though, hear that sax. Okay then. Yeah, it has just taken me nearly 40 minutes to get OBS to capture this game, so I hope I hope everything's going okay. Prologue, December 25th. So it's Christmas. Christmas Day. Shenmue was set around Christmas as well. Hello? Matthew? Winona, is that you? Of course it's me. Why are you calling me this early? I just got a phone call from Miss Rowland. Something's happened to Emma. Winona, calm down. Let's start from the beginning. Oh, I'm getting huge Shenmue vibes. This is sick. I'm excited. Right. Okay. So Emma's mum called me asking if I knew where she was. So what? So she hasn't seen Emma since last night. Wait, last night? Yeah. Why? Did something happen? No, it's nothing. Listen, let's meet up and talk this through. Emma's been acting strange lately, don't you think? I'm just worried. It's probably nothing, don't panic. I'm not. You should have heard Miss Rowland. She could barely string a sentence together, like me. Something must have happened if she's that scared. Look, I'm on my way over now, okay? So much for a lion. God damn it. This was taken this summer when Emma, Winona, and me had that barbecue. Oh man, it's so like Shenmue. Okay, I'm going to stop saying that now. If Emma was a normal kind of girl, Winona wouldn't be this worried about her. She's a loner and impossible to read. You can never tell what's going on in her head. And last night, when I tried to talk to her, she was a million miles away. But still, there's just something about her, something that made her look beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. More beautiful than ever. Maybe something really has happened. Oh, that kind of level of panic is never good. Okay, so D-pad is moving us. Analog stick is doing nothing, as you'd expect for a PlayStation game. Also visually, I know we're running this on emulation, which is running at a higher resolution. Visually, Jesus, for a PS1 game, this looks pretty bloody good. So we can look at our books. To be or not to be? How come it opened at that page? How come indeed? Well, no time to worry about that yet, Matthew. Shame you don't have a PlayStation, Matthew. What's wrong with you, brother? You should have. This room's pretty nicely laid out. So, I see. So that's the quick turn. We can turn in 90-degree increments, although it's a Not a very smooth transition, but whatever, whatever. We can search the drawers as well. There's a notebook inside. I have to go meet with Winona now. It's not like I'm going to need this. Alright, so I guess we can't go around and explore. Of course, with Shenmue, we first take control after having our ass kicked. And seeing our dad die in his, waking up in his room. Ryu's room. The controls are very stiff and sticky. It's not easy to move around. Alright. So we've got our own bathroom. Very good. Wait, we can use the toilet? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Do we get an achievement for washing our hand? Of course we don't. Because it's, 1998. Wait, we can turn this on? We can have a shower. Okay. Showered with our clothes on, apparently. But, that was the style at the time. It's fine. Just hope we don't freeze to death in these clothes. Hey, now, I did notice that we could examine the bed. Does that... Yeah, we're going to get caught on things a lot, aren't we? I can't sleep now. Maybe I should take a shower before Winona comes over. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Way ahead of you there, brother. Hey, we got a dog. Cool. We can give the dog some loving. I mean, Shenmue, we got a cat. So, similar but different, I guess. So why is our bedroom, like, in a shed outside? Matthew, get your butt in here. Why? Maybe later, Dad. I guess that's Dad. Yeah, well, I guess we can't go through there. Is there a way of running? Oh, there is a way of running. It is the... what would be the X button. Cool. Although... there's some weird physics involved with that running. You can't just turn on a dime. You've got a bit of momentum. Ooh, don't know about that. Okay. Bit weird. Morning, Matthew. Something. Morgenstein, 32. Would love to have known what he said to us. The town sheriff, possessed of a strong sense of justice, he's renowned for being reliable and fair-minded. The safety of the townsfolk is his top priority. Is this about Emma? Word travels fast, I see. Answer me, did something happen to Emma? We got a call from Emma's mum asking us to look for her. Know where she might be? No, I saw Emma last night, but she seemed off somehow. In what way? It's hard to put into words. She was just... I don't know. It's how to explain it. Sorry. Captain Noz, 60. Okay. As Matthew's legal guardian, right. He's like an uncle to the boy. He runs the town's general store and lets Matthew live in a small house behind... Right, okay. Cool. Got ya. What's all the fuss about? She's probably just at a friend's place. Probably, yeah. But this is about more than Emma. What are you talking about? Do you know Kathy Flannery? Flannery? Oh, Father Barton's girl. Oh, the Jesus freak. Poor thing. Barton's turned her into his personal acolyte. Oh, I like Noz. I know her, but we're not in the same year, so we don't really talk. Why? Around 6 o'clock this morning, she was found in Barrows Forest, barely alive. Barrows Forest, you say? Like the Barrows Mansion? From Clock Tower? Cohen found her, breathing, but just clinging to life. If he'd found her even a few minutes later, she'd probably be dead. What happened? Looks like a bear attacked her. A bear? Must have failed to hibernate. They get real violent when that happens. Hang on. Why was she in the forest? And what has this got to do with Emma? The timing's real suspicious. First, Kathy turns up hurt. Now Emma's missing. Since last night, the two could be connected. Plus, the strange thing about Kathy is... Hey, Morgan, you need the bear caught right. I'm your guy. Right here. Leave it to Noz. Duly noted. Look, Matthew, can you come to the station? We can talk more there. Sure, let's get to the bottom of this. Good, I'll be waiting in the car. Oh, the setup! Like, this whole thing, this is really cool. I like this. Uncle, when Winona gets here, can you tell her I've gone off with the sheriff? You got it. Boy, oh boy, this is shaping up to be a real mess. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, can we, like, do anything? Oh. Lighters are on sale. They're textbook impulse buy. Can we buy one? So I guess we can talk to Noz. Bears on the loose. A killer on the prowl. Rough days ahead. Yeah, I guess so. I can actually see someone out there. I think that's the detective hiding out of frame there. Okay. I'm assuming that's just an emulation problem. Yeah, it's very difficult to walk around. We do a lot of second-hand business, so there's lots of old electronics for sale. Okay, makes sense in a small mountain town. This is a general store, so it has a little bit of everything. Yeah, very important. Fishing tools. I'm always afraid I'll get caught on a hook when I walk by to get to my room. Yeah. What's in these little crates down here? I like the way that we've got our own little kind of like hut thing outside. That's cool. I like that. I would have loved that as a kid. My own little shed. Dude. I'd have been wicked, man. Yeah, this has a great vibe going for it so far. What? Oh, I don't want to say, I don't want to hype it too much because I've played 10 minutes, but what a little gem this is so far. Captain Noz. Got it. I'll head over there now. Tell Father Barton to come too. Change of plans, Matthew. Kathy's regained consciousness. Can you come with me to Gruber Hospital? Of course. Of course. We'll be on the way. I'll get in. Matthew, where are you going? I was going to say, he walked past the bloody passenger door there. Okay, the frame rate and the animation quality is not great, but you know, for a PS1 game, this is very impressive so far. I'm curious to take a peek at the actual open world, see how that works. Gruber Hospital. Looks like a relatively small hospital, but I like the way they hide the characters getting out of the car, because there obviously wasn't enough budget or resources to animate them getting out. It's just fine. It's just a little interesting observation. I need to ask a sensitive question. When she called this morning, Emma's mum wasn't just upset, she was absolutely hysterical. But she couldn't have known about Kathy yet. That's on a need-to-know basis only. Do you know why she would immediately assume the worst? I think I see what you're getting at. See, Emma's the kind of girl where nobody ever knows what she's thinking. Sometimes her head would just get stuck in the clouds for days at a time. We're talking about the same Emma. I never got that impression from her. She's good at hiding how she really feels. Emma's like a vase, you know, beautiful but easy to break. Huh. So if you're asking if she could have killed herself, well, I just don't know. But I'm guessing that's what Mrs. Rowland is worried about. Could it be that Emma's been depressed for a while? I'm not so sure. Why not? Weren't you friends with her? Winona was her best friend. I'm a guy, so we couldn't really be close in the same way. Makes sense. Police business. Need to speak with the chief of medicine. I'll page him. Page him. I remember those. They seem so cool. Morgan, you've been waiting. Oh, I've been waiting for you. Did you bring my cigarettes? I didn't bring you your damn cigarettes, Barbara. Barbara, get the fuck out of here. Honestly, bothering us over cigarettes. The young girl's been murdered, for God's sakes. The town's eccentric, with a penchant for cigarettes. The only thing she loves more than smoking is being cryptic. No wonder she's in a hospital in a wheelchair. How thoughtless. Life here is dull enough as it is, you know. What about that young man? Does he have any? I'm underage, ma'am. Oh, Matthew, like that means anything. Oh. What a shame. I had such juicy gossip to share, too. Bribed with cigarettes? You're not from around here, are you? Actually, he is. And we were just leaving. Come on, Matthew. Let's go see Kathy. You hear about Kathy? Oh, dear me. It's such a tragedy. Excuse me, Sheriff. The Chief of Medicine will meet you in Kathy's room. Obliged. Let's go, Matthew. She's in room 201. Bring me some cigarettes next time you come by, Morgan. What's that old lady in the hospital for, anyway? To hear her tell it? Oh, my poor feet ache so much. I can't bear to stand. What do you mean, to hear her tell it? She's faking it. I got your cigarettes right here. Flip her off. Matthew, don't forget to bring cigarettes when you visit. If he's underage, he's not going to be able to buy cigarettes. But then, I guess we do work in a shop. Room 201. Let's go talk to this woman. You can't come back here. Oh. I just wanted some medicinals. Alright, so 201. Bloody hell, where are we going? So. Alright. How the hell are we supposed to know where we're going? Where's our friend gone? Wait. Wait, how are we supposed to know where we're going? Honestly. Is the game... No, so the game's not going to let us go down there, which is fine. Oh, wait. Or was it going to let us go up there? I didn't see the prompt. Yeah, navigating this game is questionable. Right. So, not a fan of how we get obscured by scenery. That's going to make things questionable. Ah, there we go. Matthew, now that I think about it, I can't let you inside. It's police business after all. Really? Could you wait here? I understand. Really? Dude, come on. I want to see somebody that's been mauled by a bear. I guess we'll go sit down. Think about cigarettes. How is she doing? Well, as you can see, she's regained consciousness. Her wounds aren't too serious, but I'm worried about the risk of her going into shock. Wait, if her wounds aren't that serious, but they also thought if they waited a couple of minutes later she'd be dead. She's not Why is she going to go into shock if her wounds aren't... It's like she's not really here. She just keeps staring vacantly at the same spot. Her heart is beating, but her mind isn't working. Could it be trauma? Could it be brain damage? It's too soon to say. Can she hear us? Probably not. It's hard to call this living. Oof. She is alive, though, isn't she? She is, in the literal sense of the word. But to spend the rest of her days like this... How pitiful. Doctor, how can you say such a thing? Uh-oh, God Squad's here. Father Barton. Father Barton, 56. Pastor of the local church. Many of the townspeople trust him completely. Exactly. And he's a man of the cloth, so he's number one suspect. I've known enough churchgoers in my time. He has adopted Kathy and raised her as his own daughter. Not looking good, buddy. He is her only family. It seems she's awake. Oh, he even looks evil. But it sounds like she's catatonic. I see. Matthew? Wait here just a bit longer, please. It's Barton. Would you permit me to pray with Kathy? Oh, that's all right. You'll bring her back with your holy book. Of course. Come in. Ah, prayer. Solves every problem. Hey, James. He looks shifty as well. So, she has regained consciousness. Yes, but she's unresponsive. You can pray, but she can't hear you. She's not the one that needs to hear me. Oh, good Lord. Doctor, it's Kathy. What? Doctor, her vitals are failing. Administer the sedatives now. Right away. Oh, she's freaking out. See, that's what happens when you introduce God to people that don't want it. No, don't. Oh. Maybe he prayed too much, or maybe not enough. What the hell? So she died. What happened? She's dead. How? I don't know. I don't know. Matthew, I'm going back to the department. Are we coming? Damn, dude. What the hell is happening today? Too much is happening. It's too confusing. I better follow Morgan. Yeah, alright. Let's go follow Morgan. We'll trust him for now. As soon as he starts whipping out Bibles, that's when we can... That's when we know something is about to go south. Now, I remember there was a door here somewhere. Ah. Was that it? My God, navigating this game. I can sort of see why they recommend new people play this with a guide. Yeah. Yeah, I can see this could be potentially awkward. Right, so how do we get out of here? Getting stuck on the walls. Hold on a moment. Who are you? I'm James, the hospital psychiatrist. You're Matthew, right? Yeah? I've heard about you. You're the shrink that's into Native American stuff, right? James Loma. Loma. What's her name? A psychiatrist at Gruber Hospital and an expert on Western philosophy and logic. His current hobby is conducting research into the indigenous tribes in this region, the Ahomi. A ho-hi? A mohai. A mohai. Mohicans. Oh, my research is into the local Mohai tribe. That's just a hobby of mine. How did you know my name? Lucky guess. I hear all about you from Emma. From Emma? She's a patient of mine. She is? I didn't know she was going to counselling. Well, that would be the point. I take it you're familiar with doctor-patient confidentiality? Without saying anything, I shouldn't. Suffice it to say, I'm concerned about Emma. You two are close, correct? Do you mind if I ask you a personal question? Go ahead. Do you believe in the supernatural? What's that got to do with Emma? Humour me. Ghosts, psychic abilities, that kind of thing. Well, I guess I don't. I've never come across anything like that in my life so far. But anyway, what about you? I most certainly do. Isn't that hypocritical for a doctor? It's not scientific. Science cannot explain everything in our world. There is no contradiction in being open to alternatives. Okay, I humoured you, so what does this have to do with anything? After what happened to Kathy, I fear Emma is in grave danger. And that I'm at fault. I should have sensed something was off. That was my damn job. So I'm willing to risk my medical license to find her safely. And if you two were as close as she said, you might be able to spot something I couldn't. What are you offering me exactly? Information that would normally be protected by a doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm hoping you can find something I overlooked. I have a strong suspicion that Emma's disappearance is linked to the supernatural based on the issues that she described and my own intuition. To begin with, she often spoke of a recurring dream she had. She was also having some philosophical doubts. Damn, dyslexia sucks. Philosophical doubts? Like, am I truly alive? Truly alive? Well, wasn't she? Of course, but she was fixated on this. I think she was questioning the meaning of life, perhaps doubting her own existence. I actually had like a massive anxiety freak out years ago, years ago, where I went through something like this. It was weird, man. Hyperreality, I believe the doctor called it. I don't get it. It's not that unusual. Yeah, apparently that's what I got told. It's not that unusual. Humans have been questioning the meaning of life since antiquity. True. That was one of her more significant issues, at any rate. So what was the recurring dream that she was having? What did she dream of? A blue light, disorientated space, divine hymns, eternal sleep, welcoming her from within. So, heaven? And you got paid to listen to this. Everyone has dreams like that. Let me finish. Then her body dissolved and was devoured by animals. She enters a world where she can see nothing, hear nothing, and then she awakens with a strong dissociative feeling, like she wasn't really herself. All right, I spoke too soon. Sorry. Indeed, clearly she was living in fear of something, but I have no idea what. And she mentioned having problems she couldn't discuss with anyone. I'm hoping that, as her friend, these dreams and feelings will have more significance to you. Dr. Loloma, you have a patient waiting in exam room 2. Oh, I completely forgot. Matthew, if you figure out anything, let me know. I unwind at Club of Wolves, starting around... Club Wolves, eh? I like that. Starting around 8 p.m. I hope I haven't overburdened you with all this. No, it's fine. Thank you for trusting me with this. And my cat is singing the song of his people. Right. Okay. So, there's obviously quite a lot going on here. I'm guessing this is the front door. It's a payphone. I mean, that works seamlessly enough. Obviously, the limit of memory that the... Oh, is it crashed? It's crashed, isn't it? No. No, it's just loading. Okay, I've heard about frequent crashes in this game. Matthew! Winona, why are you here? Winona Ringwald, 18. Matthew's classmate and Emma's best friend. Emma had precious few friends, and Winona had a unique talent for getting her to open up. I can only imagine what a certain somebody watching this is going to think. Anyway, we're not going to go into that. I went into the sheriff's department and heard you were there. Did you see Morgan? Yeah, he told me about Kathy. But it's not all bad news. Morgan's opened an official missing persons investigation into Emma. Well, that's something at least. Do you think Emma and Kathy were together last night? I don't know. If they were, then Emma's probably... Then what did happen to her? So much has happened already, my head's still spinning. It's hard to get a handle on things. I don't think like that. Don't think like that. I'm sure Emma is fine. Come on, we can't just sit around and wait. There must be some way for us to help. I'm going to go to the sheriff's department and see Morgan. Want to come with? I think I'll go to Emma's house. I'm worried about Mrs. Rowland. Fair enough. Thanks for the ride, Matthew. Oh, right. You came here in my car. Okay. Uncle Nos said I could borrow it. Understandable. That's cool. I'll drive you to Emma's house. No, it's fine. It's not far, and a walk will do me good. Would you really want to walk around, considering somebody's been mauled and died and somebody else has gone missing? Okay, if anything happens, call me on my cell. Will do. We've got a mobile phone? In 1998? Fair. Kathy's last words, between all the screaming. She said, no, don't. What did she mean? And what is the connection between Emma and Kathy? Well, to be fair, she died as soon as the priest entered the room. I'm going to die on that hill. Something happened to Emma, no doubt about it. We don't even know if she's still alive. This concludes the prologue. Oh, dude. Oh, we're on 3:30. My missus is going to be home. This concludes the prologue. When starting a new game, you may press the start button while in control of Matthew to skip this moment. There is no penalty for doing so. To save the game, you must return to Matthew's room and sleep. Saving consumes 1 hour, so plan accordingly. Matthew's room also has a notebook stored in the drawer in the corner that will automatically keep track of the clues and the other information. Good luck. Yeah, so these are the guys that made this version. Okay. So this is where the actual game starts. Okay. So now we actually have a timer. Monday. Oh, this gives you a bit of pressure. We can talk to her. Excuse me. Oh, Matthew. Did the sheriff call you in? Yeah. Mary Lou Lang, 26. Sheriff's Department's receptionist and avid gardener. Okay. She haphazardly decorates the station with plants, much to Morgan's chagrin. What's wrong with plants? Winona was here just a little earlier. She was awful worried about Emma. I know. Is Morgan here? Yep. After you go through that door, the sheriff is in the room on the right. Thanks. Be sure to knock before you enter. He's strict about that kind of thing. Understandable. Okay. We are getting stuck on... Oh, right. That's to go upstairs. Does that mean we've gone... These camera angles are not good at all. Okay, so I guess it's not any of those. Right, what I'm going to do actually, guys, I'm going to leave this game here because we've been going for like 40 odd minutes now. I've blown so much of my recording time today just trying to get this to record, which is frustrating. We've gone through the prologue, we've seen the setup, we've got a rough idea of how the game controls, at least on foot anyway. This looks really, really bloody interesting. I'm definitely up for seeing more of this. I might watch a few playthroughs, possibly, and just play a little bit more of it, see if it grips me. The story and the setup, everything about that is great. The translation seems to be very good as well. The atmosphere is fantastic, but the controls, yeah, they're not good. But hey, maybe we can overcome that. If the time limits are not super strict, I mean, we're running it on an emulator, to be fair, so we've got the power of save states and things like that. Yeah, I'm enjoying this, and I'm genuinely curious to see what actually has happened to these girls. Well, you know, one died, but how she got into that state. Couldn't have all been the fault of the priest. Maybe it was. Never trust them, to be honest. Anyway, guys, if you did like this video, please don't forget to give me a like, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Possibly we may get to this game at some point this year. Maybe. I've had an idea. Yeah, maybe. Okay, till next time, guys. Thanks for watching.